we're going to spend our money somewhere.
Yep.
We might as well, spend it with somebody we know, like, and trust, and somebody that has good response time. Hey, it's Lance McGowan here, and
Tanner Freegard.
And if you haven't watched our previous video about what is word of mouth or referral marketing, make sure to check that out. But today we're going to talk about something else, which is all about strategic alliances. And it builds on the previous video. And we have a piece of paper here.
Yes.
And it looks very interesting. There's lots of good stuff on here. Could you tell us what it is and why everyone out there should care about it?
Absolutely. Let me show you it first so that you can kind of get a good view. Hopefully you're able to kind of get a good snapshot. What's on this paper isn't as important, I would say. What it is this is a strategic alliances that we've been connecting with, building, and working on building for my industry specifically and me. So, knowing good CPAs, because I don't do taxes, right? Mm-hmm. Knowing good estate attorneys, knowing trust officers, asset managers, family law attorneys, psychiatrists. There's such a variety of aspects when you're dealing with people that you should have a network for, because it's not my specialty, nor is it a lot of other people's specialties, but knowing who to refer them to is everything. That builds that relationship with you and the friend or the client that you're sitting with, so that they trust you even more, because it's saying, hey, you know what? You know that you're out of your realm. You're not going to try to give me false information. You're going to recommend that I go and talk to somebody specifically that is their field.
Yeah.
And it just adds so much to your character, to the trust, to the relationship itself. But whether or not you're in real estate, I would say, or if you owned a restaurant, whatever your business is, you should be kind of putting together those key people that you're going to utilize in that process. So let's say we're in real estate. We know that we're going to need a loan officer. We're probably going to want to have some connections with some banks or maybe some advisors, or there's so many different aspects. Maybe some debt people, some credit people.
Yeah.
All of those aspects are things that we need to look at when we're building our agencies or our strategies, I guess, our alliances, whatever terminology you want to use.
Yeah, and I know for me, like from just a business owner in the health and wellness field, like I need to know who I'm going to go for my groceries. Like I go to Sprouts primarily, but if not, sometimes it might be Trader Joe's or Whole Foods. I need to know how to get my groceries there. I need to know where I'm going to get my supplements and essential oils. So I choose doTERRA for that. And that's important for me because they help maintain my quality of life and save money. And then there's lots of other things I'll need. Like, for example, if I need more natural products that doTERRA doesn't provide and that the grocery store doesn't provide, where am I going to get those? I may go to Amazon. I may go to, the mall. I may go to other places, brick and mortar. And even other places too. I think a big one for me is restaurants. And so because I'm a vegan, I choose to support local businesses like Violet's Vegan, like Vegination, like The Modern Vegan, like Simply Pure. And there's, restaurants and other locations popping up all the time that I like to go to. Yeah, they're great food, and they love you from the inside out. And so there's lots of ways for me to kind of give referrals to those places and let people know that there is stuff that is healthy and delicious and within an affordable or reasonable price as well. And choosing them over the big chains or choosing them over the highly processed or heavily meat-based restaurants, I think is a good solution, alternative solution for people.
Absolutely. And I know that something that we've talked heavily about as well is exercise.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So since you do a lot of fitness, not only, I know that I could ask you hey, would you do certain reps or what would you work out for this specific group of muscles? But yet I know that with my conversation with you, you tell me that I should be talking to a fitness trainer and different aspects, talking to somebody who's on the nutrition side of things like you, but is more heavily involved in the exercise of it.
Yeah.
So it's so important, and that just adds to your credibility as well, and that's why we have such a great partnership and friendship, is because I trust and acknowledge everything that it is that you say. You tell me to go do something, I know it's only going to be for my benefit.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not going to put me down the wrong rabbit hole.
Right.
So I think that that's incredible incredibly important to do for people as well.
Which puts me in an interesting position, and it's because I know that I don't know everything and I don't pretend to, but I have done a lot of research and have made a lot of mistakes myself. And so when people, I want to call it, maybe they have discernment, or they have a level of ability to see what I'm saying and see what I'm talking about and accept what I'm saying and accept the facts and are willing to take that shortcut.
Sure.
It's almost like they're given a cheat sheet and they see it as a cheat sheet, not just a piece of paper with words on it.
Yeah.
And it's almost that, I guess I call it discernment, the ability to recognize the truth from a lie and be able to use that cheat sheet to score an A on the test.
Absolutely.
Right? Whatever that A on the test is in life. It could be with your exercise or fitness goals, it could be your health goals or food goals, it could be a lot of different things, right? And there's a few ways that people obviously can get strategic alliances that I've been a part of and have seen. One is networking groups.
Yes.
So there's like LaTip and there's like specific networking groups that you pay to play, and basically there's people from all types of industries, and they're always looking for specific people in different categories to fulfill. Like if there's a plumber, then there is their electrician. If there's a air conditioning person, or so that way everyone's kind of sharing referrals, and they get rewarded or sometimes penalized for not giving referrals in those environments. It just kind of depends what type of referral network it is or referral business. There's also things like Angie's List, Fiverr, Upwork, if you want to outsource or find local ways to get that talent, skill, or need filled. There's also what I see people done. I've seen you do it. I haven't done it yet, but I've seen lots of other people do it, which is just say, just on Facebook, hey, does anybody know of a good, graphic design person, or does anybody know of a good, website creation person? I had a bad experience, or da 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 da. And so Facebook's a good way to kind of poll your friends. Again, Angie's List for local stuff, Fiverr, Upwork for outsourced stuff in different countries or the U.S., and then local networks that typically is pay to play, but at least you get basically this, but there's probably about 20 to 30 people in different areas, all different areas.
Absolutely. I would still say first and foremost, always the best way is to always ask friends too. Hey, do you know of anyone? That is every aspect of getting a referral is just asking a question. Mm-hmm. And it's asking it to the right person who's going to match you up with the perfect person for you to be able to help. Or that is going to help you.
That's right.
Regardless of what side of the table you're sitting on.
Yeah. Yeah, and ultimately the purpose of all, what we're talking about in this video and the last video is to understand that, for a business to not only survive, but thrive, they have to have word of mouth referrals.
Yes.
And they have to have repeat business. And so those two things are really the lifeblood of the business that keep it not only alive, but to thrive. Not only to survive, but, to really reach a lot of people and help them.
Yeah.
And that's only going to happen if people are receiving value and they're actually communicating in a way that facilitates conversation so that their need is, or their problem is met with a solution. And I think that's really important for me to develop relationships with people so that I can give those referrals or have mutually beneficial relationships with people where we can talk about financial stuff like you do, and we talk about health or health as wealth, or I can talk about other topics with other people who have complementary businesses, because we're going to spend our money somewhere. We might as well, spend it with somebody we know, like, and trust, and somebody that has good response time. And what I do, I think about is, do I want to pay the farmer now, or do I want to pay the doctor later? Do I want to pay for, wholesome, whole food, mostly raw, plant-based food now, and delicious recipes and smoothies, and essential oils and supplements and all that good stuff? Or do I want to pay a doctor later because I didn't take care of my health proactively and I was more reactive?
Absolutely.
And so for me, it's not only a better quality of life, but it is cheaper to choose the proactive approach.
Yeah. Not in just the short term, but the long term as well.
Yeah, that's right.
There's so many huge benefits that getting your health on track will do, and that's why I love our partnership. It's been a wealth full of information and knowledge for myself, and I appreciate you for that.
Yeah, thank you. Well, did you have anything else to maybe close or end on this?
Make sure that you go and build your own list of people that would specifically benefit you in your business. Or maybe it's people that you come across all the time and you're not able to help them out in that product or service or whatever it is that they're looking for. So go and see who might be able to, so you can start building those friendships. You really never know where that's going to go.
That's right. We're not, a Jack or Jill of all trades.
Yeah.
I recognize that, and I'm quick to recommend people who do things that I don't specialize in, and I'm fine with that. And sometimes they're competitors. It just depends, especially if they offer either a lower price or different type of quality of service or something like that. It just kind of depends. I have to kind of gauge it. But it's not just about me getting the business, it's about that person getting a solution. And so it's about me showing that I care about them, whether I get that transaction or money in the pocket. And so that's what I think about when I think of referrals from a business owner standpoint. And then as a consumer to consumer standpoint, it's, hey, it helped me based on what you've told me. I think it could help you. Take a look. Just even if you don't buy something, just take a look.
Yep.
That's it. Coolness.
Awesome.
All right, well, that concludes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button if you did, hit subscribe for future video updates, and check out some of the links below so you can watch my other videos and learn more, or reach out to Tanner if you're interested in reducing debt, saving for retirement, having an emergency fund, or if you're interested in more in the health and wellness field and being proactive with your health with safe and effective natural solutions. And we'll see you in the next video.